part 6 of our Link's Awakening walkthrough. And we just wrapped up Bottle Grotto, which is the second dungeon in the game, and we're eventually going to be making our way to Key Cavern. But before we get there, we got a lot of collectibles to pick up.
Yeah, not too much going on in this video. We're only going to get rupees, the magic powder upgrade, a piece of heart. We're going to get 4 secret seashells, return Bow Wow, buy a shovel, get some bombs, and then get the secret medicine, which is basically like having a fairy in a bottle, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it's like you said, not much going on.
All right, Red, you got the rest of the way.
Well, it's kind of a nice throwback to, I feel like, some of our original Legend of Zelda videos, where we spent so much time wandering around that overworld.
Yes, well, it took forever to get all over Hyrule in that game, though.
Yeah, it did. I feel like we're more contained to one area right now. We're all kind of in the southwestern part of the island.
Yeah. Well, in the original Zelda, you could kind of go almost anywhere you want to.
Just about.
And then, like, with Link to the Past, and then this game, it kind of started the whole thing, like, where you needed certain items that you got in dungeons to go farther on the map.
Yeah, and I liked it's kind of an artificial way of, like, breaking up the world a little bit.
I hate it. I want to go wherever I want to go to start off the game. That's why I love the Link Between Worlds so much. I can go anywhere I wanted to.
Yeah. My problem was that would get me in trouble. I'd get to areas that I was not equipped to handle.
Yeah, that's true. But it was always a good feeling, like taking off one of those squares of the map, like in a game like this.
I found myself doing that. Like, we're just now going back and replaying some of like the Oracle Ages, Oracle Seasons. I find myself doing that. Like, where all can I go before I get started? So, but yeah, right now we are mostly contained, like I said, just bottom left-hand corner of the map.
Well, it's actually the top left-hand. Right?
Yeah, pretty much
because the swamp in Bottle Grotto is up at the top.
Yeah, and then the mysterious woods is kind of like that in
the center. Yeah, center, I guess you could say.
Yeah. And this guy, Hick mentioned this a few minutes ago, and I didn't realize it, that he's actually in A Link to the Past.
Yes.
And I never really encountered him.
Almost the exact same concept. Well, I missed the magic meter upgrade in every other game I've played since then. But yeah, we can't go down, I don't know where in Link to the Past, but you throw this magic powder on him, and he gives you the magic upgrade, which is different, obviously, from this game.
Yeah.
But
cool little visual there. I like that.
Yes,
And at first, my thought
and that also, it was the exact same way also in Link to the Past.
Yeah.
That same visual almost.
My thought was, is this guy killing me right now?
Yeah, exactly.
But now our magic bag can carry 40, like you said, I guess handfuls of dust or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, and I'm not really sure if that's that beneficial. I don't feel like we use a lot of it.
I mean, but it is, because right when you need it, you'll run out of it, so it's always beneficial to get those upgrades.
I mean, it never hurts to have upgrades.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, we'll take the upgrades.
Yeah. And I will say, like, now that we've gotten out of Bottle Grotto and we've got the power bracelet...
You did a lot better in that part than you did the first time.
Oh my gosh. we won't bring up those memories. I know you haven't seen me go back through it yet. But anyway... Like,
sorry for throwing you off.
It's alright. Like, we get out of Bottle Grotto, and now that we have the feather and the power bracelet, I feel like it does open up so much more of the world.
Well, the Rock's Feather, like, I mean, when you got that, it really opened up just a lot. You just said this, but I mean, it opened up so much of the map in this game.
It really did. And then especially once we get the bracelet, so we can finally go east. It's just nice. Like now we're at that point where if we wanted to, we probably could wander around just about all of the way.
Yeah, you could get pretty far, really. I mean, there's obviously some other items that we'll get later on that allows you to go farther, but yeah,
hookshot especially.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, the hookshot's one, but you can definitely make up some ground now with that Rock Feather.
But we're just gonna try to stick to the main path and at least get the items that we can get. I mean, now we've got some rupees, we've gotten a heart piece. This is our second or third seashell we've gotten.
Yeah, and like I think we probably said this in one of our prior walkthroughs, but the secret seashells are to get the upgraded sword.
Yes.
Later on in the game, I think you need 20 of them, maybe.
I believe so.
I think it's 20.
Yep. And it's cool, and we'll kind of hit on this a little bit in a later part as well. When you go to the seashell mansion to turn them in, if you turn them in when you have like a 5, 10, or 15 seashells, it gives you a seashell. And if you don't do that, you miss out on the chance to get that seashell.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you have to make sure.
I thought I gave you like rupees or some item or something like that.
But yeah, you have to go when you're on 5, 10, or 15 to get that extra seashell. Otherwise, I don't think you can get them, if I'm not mistaken.
And I was so happy for this part right here, because I seriously thought I was going to carry Bow Wow around the rest of the game. I had no idea. And I guess if you didn't know to go right back there, because obviously there's not as many hints in these earlier games.
Yeah,
and you can walk around Bow Wow for quite a while.
Yeah, you can, and your only award for returning him is a kiss. I mean, which don't get me wrong, is more than...
Hey, he can't get the first base with Zelda, so he'll take a kiss from that girl.
I was going to say, considering the reward, we never get a reward from any of the ladies we rescue. It's kind of nice, but getting the rupees was kind of important here that we did before now, because that shovel costs 200.
Yes.
And it's going to be very important for getting some items, obviously some more seashells right now, but also... after we need it to get the key to open up the third dungeon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and we'll see that. We'll see that here in next part of our walk.
I really don't remember making my way to Key Cavern.
Oh, I about forgot too after doing all this sidetrack
Yeah,
stuff.
there is quite a bit of sidetracking right here.
And the one that ticks me off the most we're about to do, it irritates me. We have to go all the way back to the Tail Cave to get a seashell.
Yeah, because the bomb. Yeah, I did hate that. I remember that because I had that Woika bomb. Yeah, that did make me kind of upset.
And I'm not sure if you could have bought the bombs before you went in there because they weren't very expensive. Or they may not.
For some reason, I don't think they were there.
I don't think they were either.
Because usually, like, kind of learn from Link to the Past. Like, in Link to the Past, I think you bought bombs, or you might have got them somewhere in Kakariko Village.
Yeah.
But I remember you couldn't, like, you really, like, you had to buy them. You really didn't get them in that many areas. So, like, every chance I've had since that game to buy bombs, I always buy bombs because I don't know where I'm going to get them later in the game.
So, unfortunately, we're backtracking all the way back to the first dungeon.
Hey, reminisce a little bit, you know?
Yeah, which thankfully isn't that far, honestly.
No,
but it's kind of annoying to go.
We can travel over the map in this game in no time, really.
That is so true.
It takes you, like, what, probably 5 minutes to get from one side to the other.
Especially once you start comparing it to the newer 3D games. Oh
yes,
it's like any of the more recent ones.
Yeah, like Twilight Princess.
Oh, don't get me started.
Where it takes you forever to get. Well, obviously you can warp, but you know, still.
How about how long it takes you to sail across Wind Waker?
Oh gosh, yes, that's a very good point right there too. And you played the SD version without the Swift sail.
Yeah, I didn't have any fancy schmancy Swift sails back in the GameCube era. That I didn't obviously play it in the GameCube era, but that's the version of the game I was stuck with.
I do like this game. Like, I don't know if all the dungeon themes are different, but I think they were,
or at least somewhat.
Yeah. Well, I remember, like, I think in Link to the Past there was like maybe 3 different ones that were just kind of like reused.
Yeah.
And I think I'm not sure, but I think most of these were different. So
I believe
at least we kind of go back and get a little bit of theme, you know. It's, you know, reminisce. We're going back down memory lane.
That is true.
By entering the Tail Cave, you know, and talking about good times, you know.
And honestly, the seashells are worth it when it's all said and done. I mean,
I just got done beating Oracle of Ages, and I didn't get the Sword 2 upgrade, and I can tell you, like, I will never go through a game. Well, I'm going through seasons right now. I don't have anything of the trade sequence either, but it's definitely worth it to get the L2 Sword.
Hey, I did Link Between Worlds and only got the Master Sword. Never upgraded.
Now I did get all the upgrades in Link Between Worlds.
That was a mistake on my part. Anyway, back to Link's Awakening.
You know what? Like, this game, like, I really did end up liking this game, and like, it seems like it's just got more colorful. Yeah. I mean, there's like Koholint. Yeah, Koholint Island, but like, it's just the music was really cool. Yeah. It just is a more colorful game, really. And you got lucky right there.
And for me, I mean, we've kind of hit on this before, but like, it's such a nostalgia factor for me. Why it will always be one of my favorites. Just, I remember playing as a kid on road trips and all that stuff. And
yeah, see, I didn't play till like what 6 months ago or something, you know.
So for me, it'll always have that, of course. But now we're finally kind of getting into a little bit of the island that we couldn't before because we couldn't lift up those stones that were blocking our path to the east.
And I hate how the grass makes you walk slower in this game.
Makes
perfect sense, but I still don't like it.
I know, it's like that's one little touch of realism we could have done.
Yeah. You don't have to be that realistic.
Thankfully, once we get the Pegasus boots in the next dungeon, it becomes less of a factor. Thank goodness.
I totally forgot we got the Pegasus boots. Oh, your dad was smooth right there, Red.
Meant to hit A on that one. Didn't quite get it in time.
It happens. I think you do it again. It's in the next one.
Oh, darn it! It's pretty bad in the next one. We'll all get a laugh out of that when we get there.
We get another secret seashell right here.
Yet another seashell. It's got to be our.
Like I said, obviously the earlier you get the sword, the easier you can kill enemies. So completely worth it.
Yeah. Obviously, you can skip a lot of this optional stuff if you want. And just go straight to. The guy's name's Richard. He has a villa, and he'll be the one who eventually gives us the key to the next dungeon.
Prairie's like the prairie or whatever.
Yeah. Prairie.
That was really close.
It's something like that.
I mean, we mispronounced a lot of names, but that might have been the worst one so far.
I don't know what it is. It's a prairie. But yeah, if you want all this optional stuff, it is worthwhile. Of course, the heart piece especially, but then the seashells as well. And this is really handy. The magic potion.
Yes.
It works the same as the fairies, as you mentioned earlier, from the previous games. And it's just always good to have something like that in your pocket.
I could have used this in the Oracle games. Now, I'm not saying it wasn't in the Oracle games, but I'm just saying I didn't get it. I could have really used it.
Yeah. And there are some unusual characters in this game. I will say, like, the random bat that gave us the upgrade, it was also in Link to the Past, of course. this girl whose name's like Crazy Tracy or something.
I like that name.
She seems great.
Seems like the kind of girl should be in a Zelda game.
But we had no problem letting her rub potion all
yeah,
over.
why wasn't she in Termina? That's what I want to know.
I know, right?
She'd been perfect for Termina.
Yeah, just I feel like some of the characters and personalities in this game, even though obviously it's a 2D, there's not a lot of depth to them. There's just some interesting characters that really stand out, I thought. And that magic potion we got right there was pretty much the last collectible that we're going to be doing in this video, and we're finally making our way like into the prairie proper.
Oh man, I hate those warps right there. The very first time I played this game, like you actually have to see those warps to use them.
Oh,
I went in there, I just kept on shooting myself up in the air, and I was like, oh well, these things right here, they don't do anything at all for you.
What the heck was going on?
Yeah, and I didn't use them like in the rest of the game hardly.
I thought that was kind of a nice little sneak peek there of the entrance to Key Cavern. Before we make our way there, this is going to wrap up part 6.